Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Cognitive Entrepreneur. I just sort of want to give you a rundown on what's going on with me. If you saw the last video, you're probably a little confused. Yeah, that's understandable. Things were going a little bad. Things were going very bad for me. Just to give you a little context as to what happened last week, I sort of had what you would call a physical breakdown. Now, as you know, I was a just ardent supporter of the pure squid diet. That's all I was eating was raw squid. I was achieving incredible mental strength, incredible emotional strength. The problem was it was doing the opposite for my internal organs. They were sort of shutting down. In fact, many of them did. My liver, my colon, my kidney, and partial brain functions they were shutting down pretty hard in a big way. So my behavior last week had to do with the fact that my internal organs were basically rotting inside of my body. But now, after multiple surgeries, an extended stay at the hospital, and a regimen of medication that I'll probably be on for the rest of my life, I am doing great. So I'm sort of off the squid diet right now. In fact, my doctors were telling me that if I eat squid again, I will probably die. Just for the record, I'm not a quitter. I will never be a quitter. That's not who I am. I don't quit. I've never quit in my life. And how dare you think that of me? I will attack you if you ever think I'm a quitter. What I really think happened is I think the squid quit me. This squid is quitting my body. It couldn't handle me, this squid diet. So I'm moving on from the squid diet, leaving the squid diet in the dust. I'm sort of working with this sort of renegade nutritionist to try new things, try a new diet. So I'll keep you updated on that. I think it's going to be very interesting, very special. In previous episodes, I've discussed mental well-being, how you need to keep your mental cognitive abilities sharp. But what I haven't talked about is keeping your physical well-being sharp. When should you go to the doctor? You should definitely go to the doctor if you have stomach cramps that feel like a rat is in your stomach, sort of clawing away at the inner lining. I felt that several months ago, and I told myself, I'm just going to ignore this. These doctors don't know what they're doing. They have no right to tell me what to do with my body. But that's a warning sign for you. You need to take that as a warning sign that maybe I should go to the doctor. They might have some answers for me because it feels like my stomach is about to explode right now. I felt that for about a month. So yeah, get that looked at. You should definitely go to the doctor if your insides sort of just have like a throbbing feeling. I would walk around and just sort of my muscles, it just felt like they were pulsating. Felt like my muscles were about to burst out of my skin. Definitely go to the doctor if you start feeling that, because that is not normal. You can ignore your physical well-being, but if it catches up to you and you have to stay in the hospital for a week, a month, then you're going to miss out on work. Think about preemptive strikes about going to the hospital. You should definitely go to the hospital if you start getting the twitches. Now, when I say the twitches, I mean you're just walking around and you sort of just start twitching like that. The twitches were getting a little out of hand. I remember I actually took some clients to a club recently, and I brought them out, and man, I don't know what it was. It was the music or the noises or the bass, but it really sent off my twitches. So I went onto the dance floor and started just twitching. And the problem with that is everyone thought I was dancing. I just was really on the floor just like that. And apparently that's a seizure. I was having a standing seizure. Apparently very common with the squid diet. You're standing and you get the twitches. I was having that about 7 or 8 times a day. You should definitely, check in, consult with a doctor if you are waking up and vomiting blood. That's a bad sign. Yikes, that hurt. If you have like liver or colon failure, definitely try checking out the doctor. You can't really fix that yourself. God knows I tried. You need somebody who has a little more experience trying to fix that. Again, very common with the squid diet. You should definitely consult a doctor if you're just collapsing a lot. Now, here's a few tips for when you do see the doctor and, sort of what you should and shouldn't do when you go to the hospital. You should definitely not start screaming at the doctor. I sort of have an aversion to a lot of this modern medicine BS. But that's no reason for me to become belligerent in the middle of the hospital lobby as I'm crying blood and screaming that the doctor is just another fishman out to get me and take me underwater. Don't bring a loaded pistol into the hospital. That's not going to get you anywhere. Don't scratch up the walls of the hospital. There's no reason for that. You're a patient there. You should be in bed trying to, relax and sort of get better. Again, you might be seeing some things, some very disturbing things, but no reason to claw at the walls. The hospital staff will become very frustrated with you if you do this, and they will restrain you. That's no fun. Take your medication. Don't just throw it at the doctor. I hope this helps you as an entrepreneur, as a tech entrepreneur, because you need to keep your health together. Otherwise, you might end up, going to the hospital / psych ward / jail. And that's a real stumbling block with a lot of legal fees if you get real out of hand with those hallucinations. Try and keep it together is what I'm saying, because I've spent a lot of money dealing with this whole situation. This has been a real mess. Ultimately, I consider it a win because, I hope this helps. Again, check out the Business Money Hacks podcast that I have with Dustin Hahn. You'll be learning a lot about, physical health on that. I wish you well in your physical well-being.